Let's say you are creating an application, and what that application does is it checks what your card swiped amount is, and if the swiped amount is more than certain particular threshold, it will ask the customer service representative of that bank to call you, or of that financial institution to call you. If it is certain other amount, then maybe you send a text, the application sends a text, otherwise it ignores. If we have scenarios like this, wherein we have to take actions based on certain conditions, we can use conditional statement, and one of the basic conditional statements is if. It executes a block of code if certain condition is true, else execute certain other block of code. So execute one block of code if something is true. If that is not true, execute another block of code. So again, just the business statement that I talked about. So if the amount spent in your card is more than 5,000 while swiping the credit card, your application is as such that it calls the card holder to make sure or to get a confirmation that it is actually you. Then next, let's say it is less than 5,000 but greater than 3,000 when you are swiping your card. So what the application do, it will not call you anymore, it will send you a text to the card holder on the registered mobile number. And if everything is fine, and if the amount spent is 1111.11, then maybe there's some deal going on that if your amount spent is certain number, certain very majestic number, then you become a gift winner, which rarely happens, but still, let's say there's an application which has something like this. So now what would happen? So this is the business statement. We have three conditions. One condition is if the amount spent is more than 5,000. The second condition is if the amount spent is more than 3,000. The third condition is if the amount spent is equal to 1111.11. And these are the actions. You call the cardholder. The second action is text the cardholder, and the third action is that the cardholder becomes a winner, and you send an email or something like that. So in all the cases, we have if and then a certain action, and it can be translated to a conditional if statement in the program. So how do you do that? The first one is if the amount spent is greater than 5,000, then warning call to cardholder. Now this is again, this is not a program, so I've put something. So here there would be a lot of big block of code which will call the cardholder. But notice the if statement. So after if statement, we have to use bracket. This is the first thing. This is the variable, and we are using this operator greater than. I've already told you about operators. We have greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to, etc. Then I'm closing the bracket, and after that I have colon. So this is how the if statement is. And notice that there is some indentation. In Python, indentation is very, very important. If you are using an IDE, this indentation would be created for you. But if you are using command line or notepad or something like that, you have to be very meticulous to make sure that the indentations are correct. That's why it is always better to use IDEs like PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. So this is the first if statement in bracket, the variable and the condition greater than 5,000. The next condition is if the amount spent is more than 3,000, then text the cardholder. So I'll need to have another if condition, but this if condition should be executed if this is not true. So it should be an else condition, and along with else there should be another if. So that's why we can use this else if statement. And what it is saying, if the amount spent is greater than 3,000, text warning to the card holder. And we are using else if here. So this is what happens is that if you have multiple if logics, you use something like else if. And if you have only two conditions, then you can use if and then else. Then you have one more statement wherein if the amount spent is this much, then it's a gift winner. So I'll use one more else if. So if amount spent is equal to 1111.11, then send some gift. So again, check the syntax. I have open bracket and close bracket, and then the variable, and this is the equal to sign, which is not a single equal to, it is double equal to, because single equal to is assignment operator in Python. And then I have colon, and then the indentation followed by the code block. So if all of them are not true, then the final one is else, maybe send text. Okay, you have spent so much of amount, or this is your OTP. After else, there's no condition as such, there's no bracket or conditional statement as such, but there's a colon. So we'll have to remember this particular syntax. All right, so let's do some hands-on on the if statement. So the next one is conditional statement if hands-on, and let me remove this code. And what will I do is that, let's see, we have order ID, we have order price. So what will I do is we'll use order price and order quantity. Let me put order price here again. So I've already told you variable assignment and etc. We'll go into the details of this again. But let's say the order price is 15,000, okay, and order quantity is 25. So let me put a logic. If order price is greater than, let's say, 10,000, then colon, press enter, it will create the indentation for you. So this is the syntax of if statement. So starts with if, bracket, and then the condition. Now what will I do? I'll print a statement. In this case, only print a statement. So this is the code block. Something fishy. So order price, and else print all good. So as you can see, the order price is 15,000. So I should, this particular code block should print something fishy. You have spent whatever the order price is. It's a format, sorry. So now if I execute this, I should get this particular statement. And it says something fishy, you have spent $15,000. And first send the text to the user, credit card holder, and then make a call or something like that. But if I change to 5,000, this is not true anymore because order price is less than 10,000. So it will the execution will not go here. The execution will go to else. So it will print all good. And let's say I mentioned you have spent so and so amount here also. So all good, you have spent $5,000. So this is how if condition works. This is single block. We have if and else. Now let's go and add a few more statements. So now I'll add else if. So it is actually elif. So here what I'm saying is that if the order price is greater than 7,500, then something else, some other print statement. Are you sure you want to spend whatever amount it is this? And let me add one more condition. So because I'm adding multiple conditions, it should be elif in all the cases. It's not ELSIF, there was a typo, it should be ELIF. And I'll mention 50 here, 5,000 here, sorry. You are spending so and so amount. Now let's say the order price is 5,000. So where it will go? It will print all good because this is not true because order price is less than 10,000. This is also not true because order price is less than 7,500. This is also not true because order price is equal to 5,000. So I can put greater than equal to. So it should go here, but let me change it to 4,000. So in the first case, it will go here in this particular block and it will say all good, you have spent $4,000. Now let me change it to 5,000. Then this block would get executed and it should show you are spending $5,000. Of course, if I change it to 5,100, this message will change and will show you are spending $5,100. Now let me increase it and make it 8,100. So if I make it 8,500, this is not true, but this particular statement is true because this is greater than 7,500 and this code block should get executed. Now if I execute this, as you can see, are you sure you want to spend $8,100? So that is the message that you get in your phone. Here it's a print statement, but obviously in production you do not print, right? You send it to the user. Then finally I will add one more statement, 80,000. not you have spent, you are spending, and some exclamation mark. So now this one is true, right? So the first one is true. It is definitely greater than 10,000. Now if I execute something fishy, you are spending $80,000. Obviously something fishy. This is how the if statement works and the conditional logic work. So what I have done here is that I have put only one condition where order price is greater than some amount. Now let's say I want to put another condition using AND. So now what will happen if the order price is greater than 10,000 and order quantity is greater than 20, then only you will get this message. Both these conditions should be true. Order price greater than 10,000 and order quantity greater than 20. I'll add the same in other places also. And in this case, maybe the order quantity would be greater than 15, and here it would be greater than 10, or else it's all good. So now what am I doing here is I am adding one more, and I'm adding the order quantity also. Let me remove this and add order quantity here. Alright, so what have I done here is if order price is greater than 10,000 and order quantity is greater than 20, then you mention something fishy. You are spending so much amount for these many items. And in the format, I'm mentioning the order price and order quantity, and it is true for all the cases. So this is how you mention the AND condition. If you see, this is the order price and this is the order quantity. This one would match, so it should show this block. Now if I execute something fishy, you are spending this many dollars for 25 items. Now let me change it to 7,000, 8,000. So I'm getting some error here. Oops, this is the problem. So this is a simple bracket, not a curly bracket. So I think this is fine now. Alright, so let me execute this and it should go to the next one. Are you sure you want to spend $8,500 for 25 items? Okay, so now let me reduce it to maybe 10. Now what should happen? So it will not come here because this is not matching. It will not come here because it is 10. So let me type 11. So it would come here. So the order price is greater than equal to 5,000 and quantity is greater than 10, which is matching. So the third block should be shown. So you are spending 8,500 for 11 items. And now what will I do? I'll change it. And none of them would match. So it would go to the last one. All good, you have spent $5,500 on 11 items. So this is how we can use AND statement and conditional expression. Now one more thing is that what if we want to use OR? Maybe this was pretty restrictive because both had to be true. What if I want OR? So instead of AND, just mention OR. So if any one of the statement is true, then it will go to the block. So let's see. So order price is $500, but order quantity is 30, which is matching with all of them because everywhere it is quantity greater than 20, greater than 15, greater than 10. So all of them are matching and it is OR, it is not an AND. But it will go to the first one because it is the first one to be matched. So as you can see, you are spending $500 for 30 items. Now if I change it to 17, it would go to the next one. So are you sure you want to spend so and so? So just go to the next one. I can change the order quantity to, let's say, either 7, or I can increase the price to 6,000. So it will go to the third block. So this is how both OR and AND conditions work along with if. So we have seen the if condition and also how we put conditions in the if statement. So single condition and multiple conditions. So let's say you have a lot of ANDs and ORs. You can use bracket also. So put these two in a bracket and or another two in a bracket. So you can create very complex condition also.